Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the Falcon Gym over here in Loving. Welcome to Nomart Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. And tonight, I'm flying solo. I'm the thumb, Charlie Fairbrush. My buddy Jimmy and my buddy Rosendo are both on sick leave tonight. I think one of them broke a leg and they had to shoot him, and then the other one, I don't know what happened. So anyway, just kidding about the shooting. But anyway, just doing a mic check, getting ready to kick off. The JV girls just finished their game here against Loving, and the Eunice JV won decisively with a 48-17 score for the junior varsity girls game. And so here we are, like I said, in Loving, New Mexico. That wasn't an easy task getting there. I was in Midland whenever I found out that Jimmy and Rosendo both weren't coming, so I had to go all the way to Eunice, get the equipment, make it here to Loving, and get set up. And we're just about the varsity girls are warming up. So quick mic check. I'll see how we're sounding, how we're looking, and then I'll be back on in just a minute, kind of a little bit of a pregame. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Normark Broadcasting coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Getting set up here for the Lady Cardinals as they travel over here to Loving, New Mexico to face off in a district matchup between their Loving Falcons and Eunice, of course, being the red tonight, Loving being their home white jerseys. As we get kicked off, we got probably about 7.5 minutes before game time. Like I said earlier during my mic check, if you guys were listening, I'm flying solo tonight. I had my two partners call in sick and stuff, and it happens. You know, sometimes we just have to do what we got to do. It's not going to be the Jimmy Jones broadcast. Sorry about that, but I'll do the best I can to cover the game for you. At least you got the video guy, right? So, got the thumb. I'm here, and we're going to do the best we can tonight to get all this covered. A little bit of pregame on the girls. Eunice comes in here with a record of 15-5, with a district record of 2-2. You know, not the best we could hope for, but it's not a bad record. The ladies are doing well. They've had a couple of hiccups, but doing pretty well. The Loving girls are kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum there. Their overall record is 3-13 with a 1-3 district record. You know, Loving and Eunice always have a tough matchup, so sometimes the records don't mean a whole lot when you're matched up against a kind of a rival. And you know, we both wear the red, and so tonight the Lady Cardinals are in red, and like I said earlier, the Lady Falcons are going to be in their white, home white. So we're going to cover this. You know, all this is not possible. The free broadcast, the video was not possible without all of our sponsors. You know, and I'll run down through our sponsors several times as we have breaks and whatnot. Like I said, it's not going to be the Jimmy Jones show. Rosendo's not here either, so I can pick on him. But we're going to do the best we can, and you know, that's the way it's going to be. So sponsors for tonight's match, we got Badger Hydrovac, we got Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. You guys just remember, those are the sponsors. Those are the folks that keep our lights on, keep our video on here to see all these games. They sponsor this. I know a couple of years, you know, talking to Jimmy, he was up north attempting to do a game, and they basically told him he couldn't do it because, you know, they sell their stuff up there. So we charge people to watch our games, and so, you know, I feel fortunate that we're here in Lee County where, you know, everybody pitches in and have some great sponsors, and a lot of them sponsor, you know, several different, you know, things that go on. It's not just the Eunice Cardinal Sports, but many other things, you know. So you can get a chance to get by, you talk to one of our sponsors out there, let them know you appreciate it, because I guarantee you we do. You know, we enjoy doing this, and without our sponsors, we couldn't be here either. So, you know, without Evie back at the station keeping us in line, we wouldn't be doing it either. So appreciate her. Thanks, Evie. And Jimmy, Rosendo, man, I miss y'all real bad, especially carrying all this equipment up all these steps. And I'll remind y'all about it as we go on, you know, to the next games and all that. Trust me. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoy. We got about 4 minutes before game time on to jump off for a minute and make sure my ducks are in a row before we kick off. Not going to promise you the best play-by-play, but I'll at least try to tell you who made the basket and whatnot and what have you. So anyway, I'll be back in a minute, and thanks for listening to the Normark Broadcasting coverage of Lady Cardinal Sports. All right, welcome back to No Marks Broadcasting coverage of this tonight's game between the Lady Falcons of Loving, and your Eunice Lady Cardinals. While we get ready to get this thing kicked off, I'm going to run down the rosters that I have. I hope I have the right ones here for the Loving Falcons. I'm pretty sure the Eunice one's correct. But for Loving Lady Falcons, we've got 0, J.C. Smith. Number 1, Araje Franco. I hope I got that name right. I may just call last names. Number 2, Dara Solis. Number 3, Raylene Price. Number 4, Lucy Smith. 10, Jaylene Rodriguez. Number 12, Jaslyn Soria. Number 20, we'll just say Lopez, J. Lopez. Number 21, Elise Gonzalez. 22, Sierra Rodriguez. 32, JC, I believe it's J-Set, Lynn Smith. I may just call her J. Smith as we go. And then number 33, Natalie Galvan. 34, Animi Carrasco. And 54, Rainy Granado. And I hope I didn't butcher those names. If I did, I apologize. I just was writing this down, got some of the names off of Max Preps and wrote them down. So if I got them wrong, guys, it's not on purpose, I promise you. For the Eunice Lady Cardinals, number 1, Aaliyah Garcia. I can't even say our own girls' names. Number 2, Alondra Maureen. Number 4, Mariah McGuire. Number 5, Lizzie Gayton. Number 10, Michaela Pierce. Number 12, Kenna McBee. 14, Kara Thompson. 20, Zakiah Ray. 23, Maylin Villa. 30, Aubrey Haller. 33, Alina Rodriguez. 35, Peyton Williams. 41, Autumn Davis. 50, Michelle Ostos. The Lady Cards, of course, coached by Coach Gary Frazier. And the Lady Falcons are coached by Robbie Chacon. Coach Robbie Chacon. So that's our lineups, and we're just about ready for game time. I'm not sure if they're doing the pledge or the national anthem. I'm beginning to look like we may not. We shall see. They're still down there announcing the girls. Well, like I said earlier, kind of a little bit of how the girls are doing. The Lady Cardinals come in with a 15-5 overall record, 2-2 in district play, and this is a district matchup. The Lady Falcons, kind of just the opposite end here. They come in 3-13 with a 1-3 district record right now. So this is an important game for both teams. You know, Eunice trying to keep some momentum going. We've had some tough games, and you know, this one may be just as tough, but they're gonna try to get in here and play some ball and get this thing done and get their third. You know, right now we're 50-50 in district. Try to get over the hump there, over the 50-50 hump, and be 3-2 by the end of the night. So we will see how this thing goes. With that being said, you know, Jimmy would have the stats on all the girls. I don't have all that with me right now, but I know Alina Rodriguez is very close to being either number 8 or number 7 all-time three-point shots. Every week, every game, she puts 1 or 2 more up at least, and you know, really looking well for her. You know, we got a lot of girls that can really get it done, and I'm looking forward to a good game. You know, the only thing that's been Lady Cardinals been struggling with a little bit is the turnovers, and you know, let's keep those to a minimum. And I think if we can keep those to a minimum and just get out there and play ball like the Lady Cardinals can, I think it's going to be a good night for the Lady Cardinals here. But like I said, we can't take anything for granted. You know, we got to play the game. So that's what the ladies are here to do. And thanks to all of our sponsors again. We're out here showing you what they're doing. You know, they're out here getting it done. So got our starters on the floor. Loving's coming out to the floor. We got the ball. We're ready for the jump off, and we'll get this thing rolling. Like I said, not going to be real good on the play-by-play. Apologize ahead of time for that, but I will try to keep you as updated as I can. So, well, looks like Eunice almost won the toss. It almost got taken away, and then now we're going to get the ball as it goes out of bounds. So Eunice to inbound, back in the on the Loving end, and here we are bringing it down across the timeline. So, so Eunice gets it in, has their first turnover as we stepped on the line there. So Morin had the ball, got on the line, just a little bit on the line, and they're watching it. So Loving brings the ball down. They're passing it around, trying to drive inside. Had a shot blocked. Eunice picks up recovered the ball, and Morin back down to the Eunice side with it. And Eunice has the ball blocked and stolen away on a pass, and that's our second turnover. The Lady Falcons with the shot up, missed, and looked like the ball kind of got dribbled out of bounds, and it'll stay down here with Loving. Stay on the Loving end. So coming in under their goal, Loving gets it, takes a shot, missed, and Alina Rodriguez with the rebound, and then she got fouled. So that'll be the first foul of the game. That'll be the first team foul for Loving as Cardinals bring it back down. And it looks like they're not going to put the number of the fouls, like who got the foul, up on the board tonight. But Eunice looked like they traveled, got another turnover. So, like I said earlier, we gotta get a handle on those turnovers, keep this thing going our way. 6:53 still on the clock, just getting into the first quarter, and the score 0-0. And Loving just traveled just a little bit and turned the ball back over to Eunice again. So Eunice bringing the ball back down. As Peyton Williams brings the ball down, back out to back out to Alina Rodriguez, who dumps the three, and that's the first points of the game. And that's another three-pointer for Miss Rodriguez. Don't leave her out there by herself, ladies, because she will come to it. So Loving attempts a shot. Looks like they got fouled by number 14, Kara Thompson. Her first foul, first team foul for the Eunice Cardinals. And that'll send Loving to the line. I'm trying to see the numbers. The ponytail's in the way. 22. That was the air ball. First one didn't go. That's Sierra Rodriguez shooting for the 2 points. And she'll have a second shot. And the second one drops in the net. Give Loving a point on the board, first point. So score 3-1. 6:19 left in the first quarter. And Eunice with a real good chance to lay one in, and just missed it just by that much. Loving will get back down, take a shot. That is a rebound by Rodriguez. And let's see. That was 14 on the shot. Kara Thompson with her first two, so making it a 5-1 game. The Falcons get it back down, get fouled. Second team foul for Eunice, and it's on the floor, so they'll be bringing it in from there on their end. Just don't want to, watch the turnovers. Don't get in foul trouble. That's the two things Eunice has to focus on right now. And the Lady Falcons, Rodriguez, number 22, takes a long three-point shot and makes it. So that tightens the score up to 4-5 in favor of the Cardinals. And Rodriguez with a layup attempt didn't make it. Recovered by the Falcons, and they're back on their end. Rodriguez trying another 3-point, didn't go. And Eunice ends up with the rebound and bringing it back down. Little passing it around. Good look for Rodriguez. She was just about to take it. Alina was just about to take it when the Lady Falcons stepped up. So, oh my goodness. And I believe if we'd have just let that one go, the one of the Lady Falcons had tipped it. But instead, we get another turnover. And with that, there's going to be a timeout on the floor. So let me hit these sponsors right quick during this timeout. Eunice 5, Falcons 4. Shout out to our sponsors: Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, and Debbie's Country Kitchen. And yes, I will get that score up there, guys. My bad. Like I said, one-man band, and we're going to get it done. It may not look pretty, but it will get done. So, again, like I said, Eunice leads this by 1 point. And I guess a lead's a lead, but we'd like to stretch it out a little bit. So, Loving with the ball and just almost turned it over, and then they did turn it over. And then we got a foul on Loving. So, Loving turns it over, gets it back, turns it over again on a foul. As Eunice brings it in, Williams comes down with it, passing it around, and shot, 3-point shot, missed, and here comes Loving. And then we have a tie ball, and the arrow is pointing towards Loving, so Loving will retain the ball during this. And Eunice just needs to keep that pressure up, and I think that's going to do them well tonight. So Loving just doing a little dribble around the outside, and then driving in, and picked the pocket by Williams, and here she comes for the layup and missed the layup. But rebound by Alina Rodriguez, and then the ball was mishandled on the pass. Loving ends up with it, and we got a foul. And that'll be the first foul on Alina Rodriguez. We don't need that. That's the one player we definitely don't need to foul. And so that's the third team foul for Eunice in this first quarter with 3:48 remaining in the first quarter. Loving brings the ball back down. 22, their ball handler, that's Rodriguez. Passing it around, trying to get it inside. The ball was taken away by Peyton Williams, and she's bringing it back down. Passes it off to, so passed it off to Kara Thompson, pass back, and Williams comes in for the layup with her 2 points. That makes the game Eunice 7 and Loving 4. So Loving gets back down, attempts a shot that was rebounded by Williams. Long pass all the way down to Londra Marine, and was fouled on the shot. So that'll send Londra to the line. That'll be Loving's third foul, and like I said, they're not putting who got the foul up on the board, so I won't be able to keep track of that. So the first one drops in. The first one definitely drops in for Marine. For Alondra, and here she goes for her second shot. And that one bounces around, did everything but go in. And as Rodriguez tried to get the ball, it was tied up, but the arrow points to Eunice. She passes it out to Peyton Williams, and Williams pulls down a 3. Just drained it. So here comes Loving back. Score Eunice Cardinals 11, Lady Falcons 4, and the Falcons attempt a 3-point in and out. rebounded by Loving, and then she walked. So that'll be a turnover for Loving, and Eunice preparing to bring the ball back down again. So Williams brings the ball kind of slowly across the timeline, passes it over to Rodriguez, back to Williams, passing it around into Thompson, and Alina Rodriguez gets her down under and gets it in for a layup. That's 2 more points for her. And here comes Loving. Pulled a try to jumper, didn't make it, and Eunice recovered with the rebound, headed back down. And passing it around, nice play, nice pass out to Maureen, and she drops one in, kind of a mid-range shot there for 2 more points for Eunice, making the score Eunice 15, Loving 4. And Eunice, I thought it was going to be a tied-up ball, but they didn't blow the whistle, and we ended up with the ball. Bring it down to Williams, through traffic and into an attempted layup. Didn't get it, but we got a tied-up ball as the ball came down, and the arrow's pointing the Loving direction this time. So here comes Loving. Bring it back down. 1:24 left in the first quarter. It's been kind of a not a fast pace, but Eunice is looking pretty good and looking better there. Thompson just stole the ball, got a steal, passed it out to 12. Yeah, Kenna McBee. And Alina takes that 3-point shot, missed, brought the ball in, little pass over to Alondra Maureen, and she dumped one in. And that's another 2 for the Lady Cardinals. So another timeout on the floor. Give a shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Services, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, BTH Services and Rental, Redbird Gas, Eunice Pump and Supply, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Wrecker, Eunice Public Schools, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, and Debbie's Country Kitchen. Proud sponsors for tonight's matchup between your Lady Cardinals and these Lady Falcons. As Jimmy might say, a bird fight. We got us a bird fight over here. We'll see what happens. We're hoping that these Cardinals can take a bite out of the Falcon here today. And so far, it's looking pretty good. Still, not real happy with some of the turnovers, but they're getting it done. They just need to get kind of clean it up. But here we go. Loving bringing the ball down, passing it around, driving in. Tried for the shot, and the ball rolls out of bounds. It'll go over to Eunice. So 36 seconds left on the clock. Eunice is bringing the ball down. Passing it around. Rodriguez thought about the 3. Instead, she drives right on downtown and apparently took an extra step, according to the official. Instead of the layup, we get a no point and a turnover. So here comes the Falcons. Coming back down, 22 Rodriguez, passed it out to 3. Tried for that 3-point, up, no good. And that was Raylene Price, number 3, taking that shot. So the ball goes out of bounds off of the missed attempt. And so turnover, here comes Eunice back down with 9 seconds left on the clock. And I would hope that, get it out and let Rodriguez. Well, she's not going to have to try the 3-point. She drove in and came very close to making it another 2 points on the drive into the basket. So end of the first quarter. The score, Eunice 17, the Lady Falcons 4, and that's the way the first quarter comes to an end. Let me give a shout out to these sponsors right quick. Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Health Clinic, Guns Up Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, BTH Services and Rental, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, and Parker Energy Services. Your proud sponsors for tonight's matchup between these Loving Falcons, the Lady Falcons, and your Lady Cardinals here in Loving, New Mexico, as we have this district, matchup. Both teams kind of, Loving really needing to get the W, but Eunice also needing it to get over that 50-50 point. They're 2-2 in district, and they're looking to climb up and doing a really good job right now. They're doing a better job than I am, I'll guarantee you. It's been a long day. So anyway, Loving will throw the ball in off of the timeout to start the second quarter, and here they come. Their ball handler there, number 22, Rodriguez, pass it over to 3. Price dribbles in, takes it back out to 22, who kind of dribbled it off her foot. It's picked up by Alina Rodriguez, who they just called for a double dribble. I didn't see it, but I only have eyes for Eunice sometimes. But anyway, that's another turnover. The ball goes over to the Lady Falcons. And here we go. Lady Falcons passing it around, keeping it on the outside. Thought about the 22, thought about the 2-point, the 3-point. So they're kind of keeping it up top. A lot of pressure from the Cardinals as number 23 drives in for a shot over a couple of Cardinals, and 23, I don't have her on the roster here, so I'm not exactly sure who she is. But anyway, so Eunice missed the shot, and Falcons are bringing it back down. And getting a tight spot, passing it around, and you know what? That's not 23. I must be dyslexic. That's number 32. So 32 with 2 more points for the Lady Falcons, bringing the score up to 8. So 17-8, your Lady Cardinals lead. And attempted shot, and the rebound was tied up, so the arrow goes over to Eunice now. So Lady Cardinals will get it under their own basket. We got some subs coming in and out. Maureen comes back in. 12, Kenna McBee comes back in. And, man, just a shot. Thompson makes a shot, draws some contact, but no foul called. And now on the pass, as she goes in to try to recover the ball, they call a foul on Thompson. Her first foul, Eunice's first foul of this quarter. So anyway, here comes Loving back down. I think maybe they need to give some special attention to that 32. And there's a shot out by Price. Missed, and here comes Eunice with passing it around. And there's a 3-point dropped in by, Kenna McBee from the left side. So brings the score to it should be 20. Yeah, 20. They were a little bit slow to add our points on the board. I'm going to go down there and talk to somebody here in a minute. Anyway, so Loving comes down. Eunice was able to get a hand on the ball, knock it out, and it went out of bounds. So here comes Loving back in under their goal. And having a tough time with this Lady Cardinal defense as 22 goes for a 3-point, missed it, and recovered, rebounded by Rodriguez, who steps in, who brings it down and drops in a 3. That's her second 3 of the night here in Loving. So, Jimmy, if you're listening, just make sure you're getting all those 3-pointers recorded. And Loving comes back down and drops one in. and for 2 more points. So the score now 23-10 in favor of Eunice, and we take a shot, miss. It ends up back in the hands of Eunice, and Alina Rodriguez drops one in from underneath for another 2 points. All right, timeout on the floor. As the score is your Lady Cardinals 25, the Loving Falcons 10. And shout out to our sponsors during this little timeout. Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Meat Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, PTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Proud sponsors of tonight's matchup, and the game is definitely going the way we would like it to go. Ladies are doing fine. Got a 15-point advantage right now, 25-10, with 4:41 left in the second quarter. And so here come the Lady Falcons, kind of passing it around, trying to get it in. Defense is holding up for Eunice, and 22 Rodriguez takes a shot, 3-point shot missed. Rebounded by 21 with an attempt to put back. And then 32 ends up with the ball. That's Gisette Smith. Lyons Smith. And she was fouled as she attempted a shot, and she goes to the line. And I just wish they would put who was doing the fouling up on the board. But I heard somebody holler, the ball don't lie. And she misses the first shot. So Smith back to the line for a second try at it. Second one bounces around, everything but goes in, but does not go in. And Williams will bring the ball back down. Passed it out to Rodriguez, who dumps another 3, her 3rd of the night. So Alina Rodriguez getting it done tonight for the Lady Cardinals. And here comes the Falcons getting it in, trying to bring it downtown. And attempted shot missed, rebounded by, Jimmy, I'm not quick on these names. But I am quick on calling out Kenna McBee for her second 3-point shot of the night. She just stepped up and put it in. So makes the score, well, maybe they called that a 2 because they only give us 2 points on that one. I would have definitely given us 3 because it looked like 3 to me. In fact, I did. I'll take it back off. So as Loving attempts to drive in, looks like Alondra Morin will get a foul. And Rodriguez comes off, bringing Aaliyah Garcia onto the court. And Loving puts the ball in basically down on their end here. Passing it around, the go-to there, number 22, Rodriguez for Loving. Steps up, right about the free throw line, makes a little jumper shot, popped it right in. So here comes Eunice. Eunice passing it around, getting it out, rebound by Eunice, and a fight for the ball, and they're going to call a foul on, guess who? Eunice. So that'll be a foul on Aaliyah Garcia. She attempted to go for the ball, and that's the 4th team foul for Eunice this second quarter. And looks like Loving has 0 team fouls for this quarter. Imagine how that's happening, but I won't make any comments on that, as I want to keep myself out of trouble here. But Loving's having a tough time with the Lady Cardinal defense, and they're getting a lot of leeway, I would say. So Loving pops 2 more in, and back down the court comes the Cardinals. So Williams has it, passes it over, goes back to 12, and passed in to Lizzie Gatan, who attempts a shot. Looked like a lot of contact, but they say that it was just all ball, so Eunice will pass it in under their own goal down here. All right, and pass it out to Maureen, who attempts the three-point, missed, and Falcons recovered. And 22 bringing it back down, steps up and drops in a three-point shot. That's number 22, Rodriguez, for the Lady Falcons. Makes the score Lady Falcons 17, Eunice 31. Eunice back down with the ball, passing it around. Maureen going to take it back out. Dumps it out to McBee. They're kind of starting to guard the outsides a little better, so we're going to take it downtown and back out to Maureen and into Aaliyah Garcia. Attempted shot, missed. And as Gatan rebounds with a putback, count the points and one. So she'll have a chance to get a three-point shot the old-fashioned way. And she gets the shot here. Score 33-17, and she's trying to make it 34-17. Got a minute 20 left in the half, and so we're counting it down here. So that shot drains through and makes the score Eunice 34, Loving 17, as Loving brings the ball back down. And still kind of fighting that pressure from Eunice. Passing it around. 22, Rodriguez is really their kind of go-to right now. And she just passes behind her back. Williams says, I'll take that, and I'll run it on down, and I'll drop it in for an easy layup for me. So another two for Williams. And here comes Loving, bringing it back down with 48 seconds left on the clock. Passing it around the top, and that might have been a double dribble, but maybe not. They didn't call it. So Loving struggling to beat that pressure. Eunice knocked in the backcourt. Loving gets it back over the timeline. 28 seconds left, and they attempt a three, and it drops in, and that'll be number, well, I think it was number 2, which is Dara Solis. And she is the one that made that three-point. So gets down under. Eunice attempting the shot down under was Leah Garcia, and she's fouled. So she'll go to the line and attempt 2 more points here. Score 20-36 in favor of Eunice. And that first one by Garcia misses. Just need to settle down, take a deep breath, and shoot that free throw. And that one bounces off, but Williams gets a rebound with a putback, and that's 2 more points for her, making the score 38-20 in favor of the Cardinals. And Lady Falcons bring it down, attempt a over half-court shot, missed, and so at the half, the Lady Cardinals lead the Lady Falcons by a score of 38-20. And it's been a pretty even, fast-paced little game. The Lady Cardinals looking good. Just need to, focus on those turnovers a little bit. Quit putting those turnovers up. So we'll give a shout-out to our sponsors, and I'm going to take a quick break as I'm here alone tonight with all my friends up here. And then we'll take a break. So Parker Energy Service, Brett and Penny Parker. BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler. Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. The Eunice Health Clinic, Brian, Candida, Elma Romero, Aaron Pascal in the game. Eunice Public Schools, Bruce Hatch, our new superintendent, Rosendo. Welcome, come on back, buddy, as soon as you can. Matt Coy, Anthony Pender, Mrs. Hine, Senator David Gallegos, and all the staff. City of Eunice, Mr. Mayor Billy Hobbs. Debbie's Country Kitchen, Debbie and her staff. Badger Hydrovac, Shane Williams. Eunice Wrecker, John Dean and Maureen Davis. Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza. That's old Johnny Robertson. just a heck of an old boy. Like him a lot. He's a good people. Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina Thompson, the Thompson family. You know, bunch of good people here. Bunch of good people that do a lot of good things for our kids, do a lot of good things for our communities all the way around. Redbird Gas, another one, Mr. Bart Parker. NMR Pipeline LLC, the Bettis family, Stacy Pop. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. You know, some of the newer business owners in town, man, does a great job down there. He'll change your oil, he'll change your tires, he'll do whatever you need done to your vehicle, and does a very good job in a timely manner. So, Lavelle Insurance, my buddy Randy Hobbs, man, I get all my insurance over there. Personally, I'm going to say, they always treat me well. They always keep the pencil sharp, keeping the best rates, and so I really like going over there to Lavelle Insurance to get my insurance. And then Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family. You know, the Cardinal Hardware has been around since the dinosaurs, I believe, and, you know, always willing to help out. You know, I guarantee you there's been times, I don't do much of it anymore, when I had something happen on a weekend, you know, you could call and you know, they would help you out. So, you know, just a whole bunch of good people in the Eunice community, a lot of good sponsors. You know, they take care of their own. They also sponsor a lot of other things, not just the sports here, but a lot of different things. So, you know, if you get a chance, all these sponsors, you know, go by, tell them thank you for, you know, sponsoring us, where you can sit here and watch the game in your living room, which is where I would really like to be right now. But, you know, hopefully this hasn't been too bad. Like I said, we don't have the Jimmy Jones. We don't have old Rosendo, my buddy Rosie. But we're going to get it done, and we're going to probably run out of voice before we run out of game tonight. But if that happens, you're going to get some good video, I guarantee you, because you got the video guy. You got the thumb. And I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Mark Broadcasting coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. We're over here in Loving at halftime on the Eunice Lady Cardinals game against Loving, their district rival, as the ladies lead Loving 38-20 at halftime. Got about 2 minutes left before the game kicks off again for the third quarter. Just a little reminder, the Eunice ladies coming here with a 15-5 overall record, 2-2 in district, looking to get up to 16-5 with the 3-2 district record. That's kind of the goal behind what they're doing here tonight. The Loving Lady Falcons, unfortunately come in with a 3-13 record, 1-3 in district, and they're kind of hoping the same thing to bump them numbers up a little bit. But it's going to be it's not looking real good. But the Lady Cardinals got to stay focused. Anytime you're in an opponent's hometown, you really got to stay focused because anything can happen. They can get one of them runs going, and we just got to stay focused, stop with the turnovers, and just get this thing done. So a quick shout-out to our sponsors, and we're going to get back to the game here. We got Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. Your proud sponsors for tonight's matchup. And we're just about ready to kick off this third quarter here in Loving, New Mexico. The officials are back. They got the ball in hand. And we're ready to rock and roll here. Lady Cardinals come on the court. Got our starting five lineup. We got Kenna McBee, Williams, Rodriguez, Kara Thompson, and Alondra Morin. Here we go. Loving brings the ball in. As they pass it around, trying to work it inside, and taken away by Rodriguez. And we'll get down Alondra Morin. Can't talk tonight. Goes for a shot. It's knocked out of bounds, and Eunice Cardinals, Lady Cardinals, will put it in under their basket. So out to Morin. She goes to pass it and is taken away by 22 for the Falcons. That's Rodriguez. And she runs down for a layup. 2 more points for the Lady Falcons, and here comes Eunice. And Rodriguez with an attempt missed, but it was a putback by Alondra Morin for 2 more points for the Lady Cardinals. And here comes Loving bringing it down, having still some difficulties with this pressure that Eunice is putting on. Attempted shot, Eunice rebounded and brings it back down. And Kenna McBee drops another 3-point from the right side this time to add 3 more points to the ladies' points here. So score 43-22 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. And the Falcons got it down here. They're attempting to drive in. And there's number 32 again. That's Smith with another 2 points. So she's got a few buckets tonight. I'm not able to keep track of the points like Jimmy does when he's here, but I got too many irons in the fire here. And so ball was almost thrown out of bounds, saved by Williams, tossed back in, unfortunately into the hands of Loving. They come down, attempt a shot, missed. The Lady Cardinals are bringing it back down the court as Rodriguez attempts to lay up. It was knocked out of her hands by Lady Falcon and out of bounds. So Eunice brings it in under their net. Out to Morin. Attempts the 3-point, missed, but rebounded by Rodriguez. and she'll step out and take a three. And then the ball hit one of the Lady Falcons on the way back down and rolled out of bounds. So Eunice will have it back again right here under our goal. Passed out to Williams, and she drives in, step around, little, what do you call it, a Euro step, and dropped in a 2-point layup to make the score Eunice 45, Loving 24. Loving gets back down, attempts the three-point. Three-point shot will miss, but the ball bounced off of a Eunice Lady Cardinal and rolled out of bounds. So Loving will have the ball down here under their goal to bring it back in. And gets it in, and then she shortly walked with the ball, so it goes back over. It's a turnover on Loving. Eunice will bring the ball back down in the hands of our very capable Williams. Pass it over to Kenna McBee. Attempted a three-point, missed it. Loving brings the ball back down, and McBee said, nope, I'm going to take it back, pass it to Williams, and she's just going to lay it right in for 2 more points. And here comes Loving. Bringing the ball back down. Again, Loving in white, your Lady Cardinals in red, as we're both red and white. So, you know, when we're here, we typically wear the red, and the home team typically wears the white. So Loving trying to pass it around, get it inside. Ball taken away by Rodriguez, and she comes down, thought about the three, then works her way back in and has a blocking foul. So she will probably go to the line unless they call it on the floor. Yeah, she was kind of driving in, but I guess they called it on the floor. So Rodriguez will step out and pass the ball in under the Eunice goal here. And pass it right into Williams, who was under the goal, got the 2 points and the and one, as she goes to the line to attempt the old-fashioned three. Score 49-24 in favor of Eunice, and Williams will try to make it a even 50 here. And sure enough, goes right on, drops right in. As the score now Eunice 50 and Loving 24. And almost out of backcourt, Eunice kind of tipped the ball, and Loving's just still struggling with this pressure down here for Eunice. Actually drives in, was blocked by Rodriguez. She ends up with the ball, passes it out to Kenna McBee, who drops another three in from the right side. And here comes the Lady Falcons once again, bringing the ball back down. Again, struggling with this pressure. Eunice putting some good pressure on the Lady Falcons. And 32 attempted a shot. It looked like Alina Rodriguez got a hold of the ball, took it away, but apparently something that I couldn't see was that there was a foul in there involved somehow. So that'll send 32, Gisette, I believe Smith, I'm just going to call her J. Smith, to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Falcons. She steps up to the line, dribbles it, looks at it, dribbles it some more, and here's the shot. And bounced up off the back and dropped right in. So 32's been making some points here for the Lady Falcons this evening. Doing a little damage. As 22, Rodriguez for the Lady Falcons comes back in. And second shot up. And obviously she stepped over the line, so the shot was in, but will not count. And here come the Lady Cardinals. Alina Rodriguez bringing the ball down. She almost thought about the three, and then she decided, you know what? I'm just going to walk right downtown through the middle of everybody and drop a 2 in. And she got fouled in the process, so she's going to go to the line for that 3-point finish here for the attempt. The 3-point the old-fashioned way, and here it comes. And bounced on the front of the rim and rolled right over into the basket. So it makes the score Eunice Lady Cardinals 56 Loving Lady Falcons 25. So it's kind of not looking good for the Lady Falcons at this point. So Falcons brought it down. The ball got tied up by Kara Thompson. And the arrow points to Eunice, so that'll be a turnover, another turnover for the Lady Falcons. And Williams brings the ball down. Thought about driving in, pass it back out to Kenna. And missed the shot, but Eunice gets the rebound. And Alina Rodriguez, oh man, she almost had that three. The rebound came down, the ball got tied up again, and that's a turnover. So the Lady Falcons will end up with the ball. And here they come. Eunice starting to add a little full court pressure. And sure enough, turned it over into the hands of the capable hands of Williams, who goes coast to coast, drops in that layup for another 2 points. And here come the Falcons. Under a lot of pressure, trying to find a place to go with it. And 32 ends up with the ball. I think she got a little overzealous trying to drop it in, missed it. The ball gets rebounded and jumped and bounced around. And Price goes for a three-point, missed it, goes out of bounds, so Eunice will take over. So Peyton Williams stands there, waits. Here it comes. She's bringing the ball down. And it looks like we got 5 checking in. Lizzie Gatan checking in for the Lady Cardinals. Getting a little playing time. And does a really great job when she's in. And Eunice just got the ball stolen by who else? Number 22, Rodriguez. Rodriguez for the Lady Falcons just takes it down, drops it in for 2 points. She's definitely one of their weapons there, number 22. Back out to Kenna McBee for a shot, missed. Bounced around, rebounded, passed it over to Kara Thompson, who drops in a 2-point shot. And the Falcons bring it back down. Pass it around, decide they're not going to get it in, so they attempt a 3-point shot. 3-point shot misses, but as the rebound comes down, the ball's tied up, and the arrow is pointing in the direction of the Lady Cardinals. So here we come again. This time Williams passes it in, and here we come. And Williams steps in, pass from McBee, and drops in a 3-point right there on the left side of the arc. So wheels just seem to be falling off for the Lady Falcons right now. Just can't seem to get anything accomplished as they drive in, try for a medium range shot. Was able to get the rebound, pass it back out, and they just can't seem to get anything going. But the Eunice Lady Cardinals now with a foul, a blocking foul, and so the ball will stay here with the Lady Falcons. And again, they're not telling us, they're not putting on the board who's doing the fouling, so we don't know who's got how many. And if I don't have time to hardly do anything, and so I can't keep track. Okay, so Lady Falcons passing it around, get it to number 1 there, who is Franco. Franco drops in a 2, close range. And then we come back down, and Williams drops in another 3. And they pass it. They end up with the rebound, take the ball away, end up passing it around, and we get fouled on the shot. I'm trying to see. And her first shot misses. That's
It's got to be Kara Thompson, but her second one goes in. No, it's not. It's number. Okay, that's Kenna McBee. And so she got 1 for 2 on that free throw attempt, bringing the score to a amazing 67. Lady Cardinals, 29, Loving Lady Falcons. And that'll end the third quarter here. So as the third quarter ends, I'll give a shout out to our sponsors. And we'll get ready to finish this game up and move on to the second half of our doubleheader for the boys who are playing over here tonight as well. And that game will be shortly after the Eunice Lady Cardinals game. So shout out to our sponsors right quick: Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware. Our proud sponsors for tonight's games, starting here with the Lady Cardinals, who are getting it done. And at this point, we will have a running clock as the fourth quarter kicks off here. And so, the only stoppage will be for an injury or some kind of a timeout. So the Lady Falcons getting ready to bring it in to start this fourth quarter. And here they come. Again, having a lot of trouble with this pressure that's been put on by the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals defense looking good. And I don't know what happened here. They stopped the clock. Somebody blew a whistle. Referees are pointing, talking. I really don't know what they're doing. And I'm pretty sure they know, but I'm not 100%. So now we're calling Mr. Ty Friend over. He's everybody's friend. And they're having some kind of discussion. It looks like there was some kind of a technical foul, but I really don't know what it was. Had to be some kind of procedural thing. So Eunice goes to the line and missed the first one. And the second one swooshes right on through. And that was number 10, Michaela Pierce, dropping that second half of the free throws in. So she's got a point. And here comes the Lady Cardinals, bringing it right down the middle. And the ball got tied up. Looked like a lot of contact, but they called it a jump ball, and the arrow points towards the Lady Falcons. So here comes the Lady Falcons back down. Again, 7 minutes now. A minute's already expired in this fourth quarter. Running clock, so this game should end quicker than what we had anticipated. So a shot by 32, missed on that one. Eunice Lady Cardinals bring it back down, and just a miss. A miss by London Marine, which is pretty out of character. She was pretty close, maybe just got a little bit overzealous and missed that one, and then the Lady Falcons bring it on back down. And the Lady Falcons drive it in. That's at number 1 again, Areja Franco. I think I'm saying the right name right, the first name. But Miss Franco drives in, attempts a shot. Got a foul, so she's going to go to the line for 2 here for the Lady Falcons. Bounces the first one off the front of the rim, so misses that first one. She'll get one more shot. As Williams comes off and Alina Rodriguez comes back on for the Lady Cardinals. And that second shot hits exactly in the same spot, bounces off the front of the rim, and the Lady Cardinals rebound and come back down. Rodriguez thought about the 3, passed it over, passing it around, and now she's going to bring it back out, kind of reset a little bit. And they're just kind of playing keep away right now. And Pierce tried for the 3-point, missed it. They got the ball. She did recover it, stole it back. She said, nope, that's my ball. And so the Lady Cardinals struggling here just a little bit. We got some of our younger players in. That's great. I love it. Give them some playing time. And so they're bringing it back in. And Alina Rodriguez tried for that three, trying to get one more three for the night, missed it. The ball was attempted rebound by the Falcons, who knocks it out of bounds. And Eunice will bring it in under their basket here with 4.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Again, the score 68-29 in favor of Eunice. And no signs of letting up, even though the Lady Cardinals are bringing in some of their younger girls, giving them some playing time. I love it. I think it's a great idea. Mariah McGuire just comes in. 50 Ostos. She's done some great things. But here comes the Falcons coming down, and number 4 attempted a shot, missed. And 32, which again is Jay Smith, puts one in for 2 points for the Lady Falcons. And here come the Cardinals back down. Got a couple of new faces out here. Hope these ladies have a little bit of playing time and get it done. And got time for a three, missed it, and attempted the rebound there by Michaela Pierce, and just got a little bit too close. It went out of bounds, so it goes over to the Lady Falcons with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. So here comes the Falcons. Lady Falcons bringing the ball in. Not in a necessarily big hurry. They just need to, I think their goal right now is just to play some smart ball and take care of the ball and try to make, try to get in there, try to get a couple of points up. They're struggling on the struggle bus tonight. It's been kind of a tough season looking at the record, but, they're not giving up. They're going to continue. So Eunice gets the ball on the steal, brings it back down, does Mariah McGuire, and she has been fouled. And, oh, no, they called a jump ball. Okay. No, they definitely called a foul on her. That's kind of crazy. She had the ball. So call a foul, maybe a push-off or something other. And anyway, here comes the Lady Falcons back down the court. Kind of passing it around the top here, looking for a way to get in. And 32, it looked like an attempted shot, but I think it was more of a pass to the inside. And then 20 gets the ball, attempts the shot. And I don't know what the buzzer's for. Oh, they got a sub coming in. So 10, I'm assuming she's 22's maybe some Ken. Her name's Rodriguez, Jaylene. I believe it's Jaylene Rodriguez. But Eunice over here, number 10, that's Michaela Pierce attempted a shot, missed, and come back down, and I believe Ostos is the one that got that shot, but I was distracted. So Lady Cardinals jumped their lead up to 70, and the Falcons back down. Number 4, Lucy Smith. I'm assuming she may be akin to the Jay Smith of earlier. Attempts a layup. She was fouled, and she will go to the line. So the other Smith to the line. And her first one knocks right on in. Minute and 15 seconds left, and she attempts her second shot here. Does little Lucy Smith here. And that one just a little bit off the mark. As the ball comes down, both teams attempt the rebound, tied it up, and so the possession arrow goes to Eunice, and here comes the Lady Cardinals. Down with less than a minute to go in this game. So passed over, and oh man, all but goes in. And that was Mariah McGuire with that three-point attempt. So the ball gets tied up again. And the arrow, of course, pointing over to the Lady Falcons as they bring it back down with 25 seconds on the clock in no particular hurry. Doing a little pass around the top, looking for a way to drive it in. as she tries as I believe that's number 4. That's Lucy Smith, attempts to drive in. She just basically tripped and went down. And Eunice brings it in. And I believe that's going to end the game. So Lady Cardinals with a big win here in Loving tonight. Eunice Lady Cardinals win 70-32 over the Lady Falcons, improving their overall record to 16-5 and their district record to 3-2 here tonight. So looking good. Kind of what they came down here to do. It's tough for the Lady Falcons. They've had a tough night, had kind of a tough season just by looking at the record there, but they didn't give up. They kept playing, and so kind of proud of that fact there. So anyway, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to our sponsors, and the boys are out getting ready they're starting to warm up a little bit. Just a little bit before their game starts, I'll get back on the air and we'll do a little bit of pregame. Jimmy does all this stuff, so I pulled what I could off of Max Prep as I was, attempting to get here. But let me go through our sponsors right quick, and then we'll take a little break. So Badger Hydrovac, Shane Williams, who is the parents of our Peyton Williams, who had several points this evening. Eunice Recker, John Dean, and the boss, as Jimmy would say, Maureen Davis. Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza. Mr. Johnny Robertson, man, just a great guy, former Cardinal. He supports a lot of local things around, as most of these sponsors do. Guns Up Services, to mention another, Ben and Nina Thompson and the family, always out there willing to help out wherever they're needed. Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker. NMR Pipeline LLC, the Bettis family, Stacy Pop. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. Like I mentioned earlier, kind of one of the newer businesses in town, but man, they get it done. They do a great job over there. They can get your oil changed. They can, I don't know, they might change your engine for you. But they can do it all. They can do whatever you need done. Go see them. Lavelle Insurance, my buddy Randy Hobbs. We graduated way back in the days of the dinosaur. And I can't tell you what year. It was a long time ago, though. And it was the class of '84. One of the best classes that ever come through that town. Just kidding, y'all. Don't send me hate mail. Eunice Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family. Great people, always out there willing to help out. Again, as most of these sponsors are. When you see these sponsors, you go to other events and other things that are going on in the communities and in different communities, and you hear the same sponsors. They help out in a lot of different areas. Debbie's Country Kitchen, man, making me hungry just thinking about it. No way I can make it back. They're closed already, but anyway, I'll definitely be getting by there soon. Debbie and all the staff there. City of Eunice, Mayor Hobbs, Billy, he's hanging in there doing a great job for the city there. Can't say much more about Billy. Likeable guy, man. Eunice Public Schools, Bruce Hatch, our new superintendent this year. Rosendo, my buddy that's kind of broke down a little bit, but he'll be back. He'll be back soon, and I'll be giving him a hard time. I'll have to remind you, Rosendo, about how many steps I had to come up. I'm counting them right now. Make sure I get that all counted for you and let you know. But I hope you get feeling better. Matt Coy, Anthony Pender, Mrs. Hahn, Senator David Gallegos. Senator Gallegos lives right down the street from me. Man, he's always out there. He's a busy man. He's always out there getting it done. Brian, Candida, Elmer Romero, Aaron Pascal, all the gang with Eunice Health Clinic. This time of the year, I'm sure they're covered up. I'm sure they're busy day in and day out. A lot of people with the flu bug, a lot of people with just all kinds of little things. I'm sure my partner Jimmy might have went and seen them or called them and begged for some help or something like that, because he's a little under the weather. But I'll be glad when Jimmy gets back, brings Rosendo under his arm with him, drags me back, and we can be a threesome. This isn't as much fun with just me, and I guarantee you, you folks out there listening probably would agree with me 100%. But anyway, Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew. You know, I've sat through many games with Becky Nogelmeyer. I'm sure she heard me holler a little bit now and then. That's why they put this microphone on me. They knew I couldn't holler with this on, apparently. So, anyway, I can still holler a little bit, but got to be careful. BTH Service and Rental, Chad Howler, another one of our players' parents there. Just a lot of good people. Aubrey Howler, does us a great job. Had some injury issues with her shoulder. She's been struggling with that shoulder a little bit, and I understand the pain. As you get older, I always thought them old guys that would tell me, "Man, I wake up, everything hurts." Well, guess what? It's not a myth, y'all. So getting old is not for sissies or anything, and sometimes things just hurt, and you just got to keep on pushing. But anyway, BTA Services and Rental. Last but not least, my buddy Brett Parker, Penny Parker, the Parker Injury Services. Man, I can't think of another couple of people that would that has been nice to me. I used to actually work for him for a little while. Man, it was a good experience, a good time. I still go by and we drink coffee. I'll bring a newspaper now and then. But, they're always willing to help out. They're willing to help out people in the community. Just like most of our other sponsors, they just, our sponsors here, I would say probably if you're looking at a list of sponsors for anything that goes on anywhere, I'll put our sponsors up against all of them. I'll say we got the A team. And so you guys, if you're out and about, run by, stop by, have a cup of coffee with Parkers, go by and see the Thompsons, go get your oil changed, talk to them people, just any of them, and tell them thanks. Thanks for letting us do these games. Tatum line? Oh, okay. So just got a report. The Tatum girls just lost against Texaco. Don't know the 40 what? Wow, 47-48. That would have been a nail biter over there. So, all right, great. So Tatum fell to Texaco just now. Just getting that report in from one of our folks here at the game. Man, that's interesting. So anyway, Tatum fell down to Texaco. I guess that's all I've got for now. I'll take a little short break, guys, and give myself, give me a throat lozenge where I can maybe finish this whole thing up. And we will be back on the air shortly before the boys' game starts. A little bit of small amount of pregame, and we'll get back into this thing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Noah Mark Broadcasting coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here in Loving, New Mexico, where the girls just got through with a victory over the Loving Lady Falcons. Our men are getting ready to play the Falcons and getting all warmed up, and we'll get this thing kicked back off here. Like I said earlier, my buddy Jimmy, my buddy Rosendo, they're both on the IR list tonight, both on the injured reserve. I don't know what kind of a catastrophe. One of them's sick, one of them's got a leg about to fall out from under him. So we'll get this done with just me, but understand this is not the Jimmy Jones show, y'all. This is the thumb right here, and that's it. That's all you're going to get. So about a minute and a half before the game kicks off. And I'll be honest, I don't have the roster for the Loving side. Jimmy was able to give me the roster for the Cardinal roster, which, I'm still going to struggle as I don't call the play-by-play, but we'll do the best we can. And just a little bit of background on these two teams. The Cardinals come in with a 14-5 overall record, 1-2 in district, kind of struggled a little bit in district this year. Has some tough district teams there. The Falcons coming here kind of just the opposite again with a 5-13 overall and a 1-3 district record. Of course, both teams looking for the win. Eunice going to try to improve to 50%. Loving hoping to get that. For us Cardinal fans, we're on that let's let the Cardinals win side. But anyway, we are going to do the national anthem. So we will pause here just for a minute and get that done. Play ball. So done with the national anthem. They didn't do that for the girls' game. I'm not sure what the difference is, but anyway, got that done. We're just about ready to kick off this game. And I'm going to go ahead and run down our sponsors right quick, right before we get started, as they start to announce the players. Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. If you get a chance, see some of these sponsors uptown running around, tell them thanks for the opportunity to sit in your living room and watch and listen to this. Like I said, that's how we get it done with our sponsor. So anyway, they're getting the Eunice boys announced. I'll run down our lineup. As I said, I don't have the lineup. I didn't get on there and have time to get the lineup for the Loving Falcon boys. But for Eunice, we've got our 00 Anthony Rivera, number 1 Elijah Melanson, 2 Maddox Mata, 3 Haziel Gota, number 10 Juan Castro, 11 Omar Almendares, 12 Jesse Ornelas, 13, Jose Calvillo, who's still not going to be playing tonight. He is here in attendance and getting better every day. 14, Ezekiel Garcia. Number 20, Ethan Wilson. He's had some good games lately, stepping it up. Number 23, Luis Gomez. 32, Nick Hernandez. 33, Juan Alvarez. And 34, Cooper Pearson, or better known as the Coop Dog by Jimmy Jones. So that's our lineup for the men tonight. They're announcing the. I guess I could have tried to write them down as they call them out, but I'm not that fast, y'all. So again, I'm here by myself. I'm on a little bit of the struggle bus. What I'm going to do is I do some of the play-by-play as much as I can. I will call out the numbers of the Falcons, and so you Falcon fans are listening. Y'all probably know the numbers anyway, so that's how we're going to do it tonight. Just didn't get an opportunity to get all of the information down. I was able to get the girls' information, didn't have time to finish what I was doing. So we're ready to start. The officials are on the court, got the ball. Ty Friend is getting ready to throw that thing up as high as it'll go. Hope we don't hit one of these big old fans up here spinning around. And here we go. Eunice wearing the red. The Falcons in the home white. And Eunice will get the tip. And here we go. Passing it around up top. Get it and pass it down under. Attempted layup, attempted shot, three attempted shots and rebounds. And passes to Eunice has got it back out to Mata. He passes it around, gets it down to Castro. Passing it around, back to Mata, back to Castro. Into Luis Gomez. A shot attempted and to no avail. And so Loving gets the rebound, and here come the Loving Falcons. Back down the court. Again, Loving in white, Eunice in red tonight. And Loving almost with the turnover. Eunice attempted, Elijah Melanson out there. He attempted to grab that ball and just couldn't quite get a handle on it, rolled out of bounds. So Loving will have it, keep possession under their own goal here. So they pass it in, out to 11. 11 drives in for a mid-range jump shot, missed it. Rebound by Melanson, and here comes the Cardinals. So passing it around, and guys, I'm not gonna be able to do this play-by-play as much as I could with the girls, but we'll get better as we go. So Eunice passed it around. It was knocked out of bounds by Loving Falcons, and Eunice will have the possession still under their own goal here. And Eunice with a turnover, throws it away, and that Falcon almost took an extra step. Apparently didn't, because it didn't get called. So they pass it to 10. 10 passes it in to 2 as he drives in, attempts the shot, and received a foul by number 10. So they're not putting the who fouled on the board, and I don't know why. So I'm going to attempt on this boys game here to keep track of the fouls. So that foul was on Hyan Castro, his first team foul, first foul of the game. And number 2 for the Falcons goes to the line, misses his first shot, attempts the second, missed that one. And Loving with the rebound, went to put it back up and apparently was fouled again. And that foul will be called on 23, Luis Gomez, his first foul. Second team foul by the Cardinals. And so that puts number 2 for the Falcons back to the line there. Misses his first shot. Somebody said the ball don't lie. I don't know who said that. And he goes for his second shot. And the second shot will swoop through for the first point of the game and the first point for the Falcons this evening. So here comes Eunice bringing it back down, passing it around, gets it to I can't keep up. Jimmy, I miss you, bud. I really do. So ball's passed around, and now the ball's tied up. The arrow pointing in the Falcons' direction, so that's a turnover for Eunice as Loving ties that ball up. Now Eunice in the full court pressure here. Got the pressure on, and we'll see how the Falcons can handle that. The Lady Falcons didn't do too well with it, and I guess they didn't either. So Eunice with the ball, pass it out to Maddox Amata, who passed it in. Attempted shot. Plenty of contact, no call. And then the Eunice gets the call on the foul. Interesting. I didn't see who they called that one on. So anyway, here comes Loving bringing it back down. Eunice just having some issues with turnovers and fouls. We just got to get that under control here. Loving with a looked like a long 2-point shot. Puts that one in for another 2 points for the Falcons. And the score early on here is Loving Falcons 3 and Eunice Cardinals 0 at this point. So the Cardinals with the ball, the Falcons with the ball, bringing it back down, passing it around, out to 2, back out to 11. 11 attempts a 3-point and misses it, goes out of bounds. It'll turn over to the Cardinals. Okay, so Hyan Castro taking it out. Gets it in to Gota. Back to Castro, back to Gota, back to Castro. And all the way down inside to Melanson, who drives under the basket, gets it over to 23, back up to and Luis Gomez with a rebound and gets the ball out. And let's see who the foul's called on. So Loving with their first foul. Looks like on number 10 for the Falcons. And that'll put the ball back in Eunice hands under our goal here. Ball inbounded, passed out to Maddox Mata. Attempted the 3, missed it. Rebound by the Falcons, who drives down, number 10, and lays it in for another 2 points for the Falcons, making the score Falcons 5, Eunice 0. Not a good start for the Cardinals here. Just got to get the wheels put back on and get things going. So timeout on the court. Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, BT8 Services and Rental, Redbird Gas, Eunice Pump and Supply, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Wrecker, Eunice Public Schools, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, and Debbie's Country Kitchen. Proud sponsor of tonight's matchup between your Cardinals and these Falcons over here from Loving, New Mexico. As the Falcons lead Eunice right now, 5-0. Eunice will inbound it under their basket. And under the Falcon basket. As the Falcons put on the full court pressure now. See what Eunice is gonna do with this one. So we get down over the timeline, get it on down, pass it to Melanson. Melanson takes it back out. Back to Melanson. Back to Castro. Back to Castro. Back to Melanson. They just moving, good ball movement. And as Melanson drives in for the layup, he was fouled by big number 22 on that Falcon team. And that'll put Melanson to the line for 2 points, for 2 shots. Much needed shots as Eunice kind of fell behind here, 5-0 as we kick this thing off. So Melanson first shot bounces off the front of the rim, and so that's disappointing. He just needs to take a breath, relax, and shoot that free throw in. And Melanson's second one, nothing but net. That's the kind of broke the seal for the Cardinals. Get that first basket, and let's get some things moving here. So Loving brings it back down, passing it around. A lot of good ball movement. Tim's got the ball. He's handling it. He passes it over to 2. And number 2 lays it in for 2 points for the Falcons here. Falcons giving Eunice a little trouble so far tonight. Well, the ball is brought in. Pass to Melanson. As Melanson's bumped and the ball rolls out of bounds, the ball will stay with the Cardinals. But no call on the contact. A lot of contact down here. So Eunice will bring it in under their goal. Passes it out. Pass it back to, and the ball was saved by Gomez, but saved into the hands of the Falcons, and here they come back down again. Score Falcons 7, Eunice 1. Here with 2:52 left in this first quarter. Kind of a fast-paced quarter. Not the way Eunice wanted it to end up. So rebound, one of the Falcon players punched the ball out. It went out of bounds. That'll turn it over to Eunice for a turnover. So Eunice brings the ball in. As Castro bringing the ball down, passes it over to Mata. Back to Castro, to Mata, passing it around. And that'll be a 3-point by Hasiel Gota. So for the first 3-point shot tonight, gives the Cardinals 4 points. As Loving passes it around, Levin got it stolen away and brings it down. Shot missed. A lot of ball changing hands 2 or 3 times, and the Falcons bringing it back down, 11-10. 10 taking the 3-point shot, missed, and the ball rebounded ends up in the hands of Mata, and then passes it over to Gota as he brings it back down. To Castro. So passing it around, 3. Gota attempts the 3-point shot, missed, and ends up in the hands of Loving. I don't know for sure what that whistle was. I think the ball went out of bounds. Loving's bringing in some subs, and here comes Loving again. Eunice in the pressure, got the pressure on. Don't seem to be having a great effect on the Falcons yet. So passing it around are the Falcons, 21-11. 11's got it at the top, trying to figure out a way to work it in. Passes it out to 10, who drains a 3-point from the right side. And Eunice brings it back down. As Eunice passing the ball around, trying to work it in and take a shot, missed. And the Falcons with the rebound, bringing it right on back down. And number 11 on the Falcons double dribble. That'll be a turnover for the Falcons. And so Eunice, kind of struggling right now in this first quarter. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. So we bring the ball into Castro, over to Gomez, and almost got the ball taken away, but was able to recover. The ball back to Mata, back to Gomez, back to Castro, and now the ball is taken away. So these loving kids are pretty handsy. Got some sticky fingers on them getting a hold of that ball. Eunice going to have to adjust and make some things happen here. As Loving passes it around, 27 seconds left on the clock, ticking away, and number 21 attempted another 3-point in and out, didn't go. So here we go with bringing the ball back down, stolen away by number 10. Come in and attempted a free throw, attempted a layup, missed, and Eunice is able to take a shot, tried for the rebound, but Gota was fouled as he tried for that rebound by number 21, and as the as the official was calling the foul, I guess 21 had a couple of extra words, and so he teed him up. So I'm assuming that's going to be 2 fouls on that young man right there. You know, it's so he'll be shooting the. So let's see here. So Gota will be out here shooting that technical fouls, the 2 shots, as the Loving fans get loud, and the first one misses. Like I said, Eunice just kind of struggling. There's 9/10 of a second left on the clock. Be nice to have this point, and it went in and out. So, all right. So that was the technical foul. Now we're going to shoot the 2 shots on the other original foul. And so Gomez puts the first one in, and ready for number 2, and he misses. So Loving have the Cardinals doubled up. Like I said, there's less than a second left on the clock. I believe that Eunice will get the ball, inbound it off of the technical foul, and really it's going to be a catch and shoot, if that, and that'll end this first quarter with Eunice with 5 and Loving with 10 points. So let's see what happens. So Eunice, not any time. As soon as we catch it, we're going to have to shoot it. So got to have a good plan. So Gorter to throw it in. And he does. He throws it into Mata, who attempts a shot. Didn't have much of a chance at it. He was kind of sideways. So missed that shot. And as the first quarter comes to an end, these Loving Falcons here have taken the lead 10-5. And the Cardinals are struggling a little bit. Need to have a little game plan for the start of the second quarter. Give a shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BT8 Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. You know, those are the sponsors that make this free broadcast possible through No More Broadcasting. And, it's nice. I know for my mom, she's sitting there watching at the house. She's not going to get out and drive all the way to Loving, but she does enjoy a game. So, a lot of you guys out there listening, and I'm sure not as many tonight as I'm missing my crew, my go-to guys, my judge, my school board member, and then it's just me here with all my friends right here. So, but we're going to get through this night, and hopefully we'll have the crew back together for the next game, which I believe will be early next week. So we'll see. Okay, so kicking off the second quarter, Eunice brings it in. And Gomez to Castro. Castro drops it in to Gota, and Gota for a short jumper. Shot with 2 points. Loving throws it in, gets it taken away. And Eunice basically going up and missing what should have been kind of a lay-in shot. But Eunice once again with the steal. And here comes Mata on the shot, missed. Rebounded by Eunice. And Castro looking for the three-point, missed that one. And Castro with it in. Little short jumper inside, and there's 2 more points. So just like that, it's a 1-point game for your Cardinals here. And they're in the full court pressure and trying to make some things happen here in the second quarter. Looks like they're getting a good start on doing just that. So as the Falcons come in, drive in, try for the shot, missed. It is rebounded by Eunice, and we just can't seem to get that can't get that three-point shot to drop there as Gomez attempted the three-point. So Eunice will have the ball under their goal as it rolled out of bounds off of the Falcons. And there it is, pass right into Gomez, up and in, and just like that, Eunice will take a 1-point lead. The score now Eunice 11 and Loving 10 early in this second quarter. So here comes Loving, passing it around. The pressure's starting to kind of build up, get to them a little bit. They're trying to work it in. 11 back to 12. 12 with a three-point shot, and that one's off a little bit. Rebounded by Castro. Castro over to Gomez, and they're passing it around. And tried to pass it inside. Got taken away by number 10 of the Falcons, who goes coast to coast. Puts up a layup, and that'll switch the lead once again to the Falcons as a 1-point lead. So here come the Cardinals. And really nice thought by Eunice as they go for that alley-oop shot and just couldn't quite get there was Mata. He was right there, just couldn't quite finish it. So here comes Loving. 11 back to 2, top of the key, back to 11. Kind of getting the reset there. 10's got it, he's driving in. He goes for the short jumper and puts it in. And just like that, Loving's back to a 3-point lead. 11-14 in favor of Loving Falcons. So here comes Eunice. Passing it around, dribbling, and just dribbled right into the hands of the number 22 for Loving. And that, I would say, is kind of a frustration foul as Gomez kind of reached in trying to take back possession of that ball and got him a foul there. I just wish they were putting the fouls on the board so I know I can't keep up, guys. I tried. It happened. I kept up for 2 fouls and then I lost it, so sorry about that. So Loving out to 11, attempted a 3-point shot, missed it, but Loving gets the rebound, passes it over to 10 as he drives in, attempts a shot, rebounded by a tall number 22 on the Falcon team, and then he just kind of got the ball taken away by Eunice, and here comes the Cardinals, and he stumbles. And we stumble and we fall, and just like that, Loving drives it right back down and drops 2 more points in to bring the score Loving 16, Eunice 11. And there's a reach across foul on number 22 on Loving. And he's, just kind of watching down there. He reached over and said, didn't mean to do it. That's kind of that's sportsmanship. Like that. Like to see that. So just like that, Eunice, with that 3-point shot and just couldn't quite get it to fall. So here come the Falcons back down. And shot was blocked. 22 got the rebound for Loving, attempted to go back up, and the ball rolls out of bounds. So the ball will go back over to the Cardinals. With 4:07 left here in this first half, we've got Eunice with the ball. Score Loving 16, Eunice 11. Not anywhere near what we expected for this game tonight. So once again, Eunice with the turnover, and Loving drives down and drops in the 2-point shot. And so Coach McBee at this point says, I'm going to take a timeout. Let's talk about it. We're down by 7, which is not what we're looking for. But let me give a shout out to our sponsors while we're taking this short break. Parker Energy Service, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger to Me Pizza, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, and Debbie's Country Kitchen. Our proud sponsors for tonight's matchup between your Cardinals, Eunice Cardinals, and these Loving Falcons over here. Not the the game we were looking to get started here with a 7-point deficit in the second quarter. But, Eunice is going to have to, sort it out, get some things going, and get back out here and play some ball. They're just not looking Eunice Cardinalish right this minute, but, Loving came here to play. Like I said, sometimes the how many you won, how many you lost don't matter when you get here. You just got to play ball. You got to play the ball game all the way through. So that was a nice play by Eunice, passing it around, finally into Melanson. He drops it in for 2 more points for the Cardinals. So here come the Falcons. Again, Eunice kind of dropped out of that full court pressure, and they're down here defending. And number 11 gets a shot just over the free throw line, and count the points, and that's going to be a and one for the Loving Falcons, that number 11. So just some few mistakes. Didn't miss that one either. And that'll make the score Loving 21, Eunice 13. And here come the Cardinals. So getting it passed around. Gota thought about that 3, passed it back out to Castro. Back down here to Mata. Passing it around. Gomez. Back down to Gota, back to Gomez. And back to Gota for a mid-range jumper. Missed it, but Eunice with the rebound. And that's the rebound was by Gomez. And now he's going to attempt that 3, and there it is, laid it right in. So that's what we need to see, a little bit more of that, folks. So here comes the Falcons, bringing it down. Seems like they're not having a lot of issues with that pressure. But as they attempt to pass it underneath, the ball goes out of bounds. And so the ball will go over. It'll be a turnover for Falcons, back over to Eunice. 2:32 left in the half as Eunice brings the ball down. This is a 5-point game at this point. So Eunice just needs to be nice if they could get it, closer, or maybe even tied up or get ahead before the end of the half here. And Gomez with another 3-point attempt, missed that one, but the rebound by Mata, passing it around out to Gota. He missed his 3-point shot, and the rebound is taken by 22 on the Falcons. And here come the Falcons back down. Less than 2 minutes left in the game, left in the half. As the Falcons trying to drive it in, trying to work it in, passing it around. Back to 12, back to 11. 12 at the top of the key. Thought about the 3, passed it back out to 11. Thought about that one, tried thinking about the drive in. Nothing doing here, so back to 11, back out to 12. And Eunice is keeping that defense tight. And 10, pass, more of a pass than it was a shot, but irregardless, Eunice ends up with the ball, and here we come. And ball being passed around. And, man, a lot of contact, but no call down here on the Eunice end. So passed out to Gomez, and the ball was in and out for a 3 attempt. And so the Falcons was able to rebound the ball, and here they come. Number 11 coming down. Out to 10, back to 11, over to 12. Looking for a way to get in. Decided to pass it back out to 11, back out to 10 at the top of the key. 11 says, I'm just going to try this, NBA shot. Missed it. Rebounded by the Cardinals, and here comes the Cardinals again. So Gota with the ball, drives in, tries to pass it in. Unable to do so. The Falcons recover, and here they come. Then the ball was taken back away by by Castro. And here comes the Cardinals trying to figure out how we're going to work it in. And, man, Castro with an attempt. Melanson with an attempt. A lot of contact, no call. no call. You know, they just don't seem to be able to. They don't seem to be able to get a break here, the Cardinals. So this ball goes back over to the Loving Falcons with a long pass all the way down the court. And the ball was knocked out of bounds by Eunice. So Loving, with 3.7 seconds left, will be inbounding underneath their basket down here. So here we go. Loving gets it into 11. 11 don't have much time. And he bumps into Melanson. And Melanson called for the foul there, the kind of the blocking foul, but that's not going to make a whole bunch of difference. Except he's going to get in foul trouble if he's not careful. So Loving with one more attempt. And I've never seen that before, but he actually attempted the three-point shot from the sideline and missed it. And so that's the way the half comes to an end, as your Eunice Cardinals have a 5-point deficit to the Falcons here. You know, this is not the way I anticipated this game going this evening. Was just looking at the records and things like that, but that's the way it ends up. So the score at halftime, Eunice Cardinals 16, Loving Falcons 21. And give me a quick shout out to our sponsors as we do the halftime, and then we'll take a little break. So Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and last but not least, Parker Energy Services, are proud sponsors for tonight's game between your Eunice Cardinals and these Loving Falcons. So with that said, I'm going to take a short break. We'll be back right before the start of the second half, and we'll get this thing moving again. So thanks for listening to Nomart Broadcasting coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Normark broadcasting coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. As the Cardinals have traveled down here to Loving to face off against the Falcons, a district matchup that's important for Eunice. It's also important for the Falcons. They're both playing hard. The Falcons lead the Cardinals by 5 here at the half, and hopefully the Cardinals got into the locker room and had a little discussion and decided, you know what, let's turn this thing around. And that's what we're looking forward to. During the halftime, I had the camera on it, watching these young kids out here playing. I'm assuming maybe a youth sports basketball league or whatnot. Man, I think that's fantastic. I'd really like to see, the halftimes at the Eunice games have something similar going on. I think it's really valuable as the years go by. A lot of these kids that are playing the especially on the girls' side, a lot of these girls they did have that during certain times in Eunice, and I think it's good stuff. I think it starts young and they get kind of a passion for the basketball, and I think that's my opinion only. That's how you build good programs, is having the kids that just have a passion for the sports. And so anyway, good stuff. I was enjoying watching those little kids, play, kind of matched up the white shirts and the red shirts, and it was kind of fun watching it. But anyway, we'll get ready to start the second half off here. As a quick shout out to the sponsors here: Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware, your sponsors for tonight's game between your Eunice Cardinals and these old Wiley Falcons over here, giving us a rough time to go. So, like I said, Eunice just needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's get some things moving in our direction. And it's only a 5-point game, so nothing that's not reversible for the Cardinals at this point. So let's just see how they get this thing kicked off again. The ball will be. The possession will be Eunice will get the ball to start this thing off. And that's also a good sign. We can get things started off right away. So Eunice throws the ball in, and here comes the Cardinals. And that's a way to start it. So Mata with a 3-point shot from the left side there, and that'll bring this game to within 2. And here come the Falcons. Eunice needs to step up their defense. They've been, having a little bit of foul trouble, and as we knock the ball away, man, it looked like he hit the ball. Castro with the foul, and they called it a shot. I don't even think he was shooting, but maybe so. So number 22 on the Falcon side gets 2 shots from the free throw line. The first one, of course, missed. I heard somebody down there holler, "The ball don't lie," and maybe that's true. I think it is. And here goes the second shot for number 22. And that one did not go in. The rebound by Eunice, and Eunice is bringing her back down. Here we go again. Out here to nice. So that was Luis Gomez with another 3 from about the same spot that we put the last one in. And just like that, Eunice jumps into the lead with a 1-point lead. So that's what we want to see from the Cardinals throughout the rest of this game is what I'm looking for. And just like that, Loving comes down, drops in a 2-point, Eunice back in the man. Eunice with possession, and this pressure that Loving's putting on is causing the Cardinals a little problem. So we got to figure this out right here. So Eunice brings the ball back in. Lots of pressure, and they're struggling a little bit with that pressure. And more than I've seen them struggle in many of these games this year with pressure. So pass it around out to Mata, who drops in a mid-range jumper. And again, the score changes, the lead changes hands again. Eunice back in the lead by 1. So Loving passes it around, attempts the inside shot, misses. And the official said that it went off of the Cardinals out of bounds, so Loving will get the ball under their goal here. Goes into 2, passes it across. Attempt a 3-point shot by number 10, who missed, and here comes the Cardinals. Cardinals a move, good ball movement, moving it around. Passing it, Gota back over here. He's coming around the top, back to Castro. Man, I'll tell you, this pressure just seems like it's really getting on the Cardinals' every last nerve is what I'm talking about. And attempted the shot there by Castro, missed. Loving with the rebound, and here comes the Falcons again. And the Falcons work it inside to number 2, who drops one in to again take the lead, the 1-point lead back. So just back and forth here. Eunice with having the issues, drives it in and misses the layup with a lot of contact, but no call here. And here comes the Falcons back down the court. So Falcons passing it around, 22, 11, and wow. So I guess the ball goes out. It goes out on Eunice. It looked like it went out on the 11. But anyway, the Falcons will retain possession, throw it back in. 10 into 11, over to 2. And looked like he carried the ball just a little bit. So that'll be a turnover for Loving. Eunice needs that kind of a break right now as we're struggling just a little bit. So Eunice will have the ball. Gets it down over to the timeline. And Mata out to Castro. Back over here to Gomez. Into Melanson, back out to Castro, who will attempt the 3, and man, it was just almost there. Rebound goes over to Loving, who attempts the layup, misses. Eunice with the rebound, and here they come. And Loving with a foul. I believe that was on number 11 with a pushing foul on Eunice. And he's probably lucky he didn't get a T again there, throwing those hands up like he just don't care, as Jimmy would say. And so the ball will stay with Eunice. Passing it around, down to Mata. Back out to Mata. Back over to Gomez with a 3 up and missed, rebounded by the Falcons. We got to get on those boards, fellas. We got to get those rebounds. So down comes Loving, bringing the ball back down as they retain the 25-24 lead currently with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. 12 over to 11. And back over to 10. Goes for the 3, misses, and rebounded by Melanson. And Gomez will bring the ball back down for Eunice. Back over to, back over to Mata with a 3-point attempt, missed. As the ball comes down, they tie it up. So the ball now goes over to Loving. As we have some subs coming in now for both teams. I definitely see Mr. Wilson coming in, Ethan Wilson. And he's coming in. He's done some good things in the last several games. So he's in for the Cardinals. And here comes the Falcons. And wow. Looks like he was running past a Cardinal and somehow got fouled. Okay. These are tough ones to call right here. So Loving passing it around. 21 to 50, 50 from right about the free throw line, drops it in for 2 points. And here comes the Cardinals. Cardinals moving the ball, good ball movement. Wilson almost lost it, retained it back, and then, man, it took a little short step, and just like that, it's another turnover for the Eunice Cardinals. So a couple of subs in. Gomez coming in for Melanson. 10 comes back in for Loving, and here comes the Falcons back down the court. And that one will be a turnover on the Falcons as 10 attempt to pass it down to 50 and just threw it about 3 feet over his head. And as for the Cardinals, we kind of like that, take that. So back down the court comes Eunice. Passing it around, good ball movement down to Wilson. Fed it right into Gomez and up and in for another 2 points for Gomez. Here comes the Falcons. Eunice with the trap, just about got him. He was able to get it away to number 11. At that point, he was fouled by, I believe, number 2, but I don't know. They didn't put the number up. So ball will stay with Loving. Eunice with 3 fouls in this quarter. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the quarter. And the Falcons passing it around. 11. Tried to bounce it down into 50. The ball was bounced a little too high. Eunice recovered. Coming back down. Wilson with the attempt, but I believe he was fouled on the floor before the shot attempt, so the ball will definitely stay with Eunice. And Gomez over to Mata. The attempt missed, and Loving was able to take advantage of the rebound, and here they come. 10 down to 50. 50 tried to throw it inside, but it was taken away by by Mata, who brings it down over to Castro, back to Mata. Castro gets it down into Wilson, and then back out to Mata, who attempted the 3, missed, and Loving with the rebound. So we've got to get on those boards, boys. So Loving brings it back down. Number 11 over to 10. And 10 with a 3-point attempt, missed, was rebounded by Gomez, and Eunice brings it back down. Passing the ball around. Oh, as an attempt to pass it into Wilson, the ball was taken away by number 10 and drove the ball down for another layup. Here comes Eunice. Now we got the Loving crowd getting into it with a D up as Eunice trying to work the ball in. And that'll be a foul on number 50 for Loving as he reached around, tried to grab the ball from Wilson, and so got the foul. Eunice will retain possession down here with 34 seconds left in this third quarter. And several subs coming in and out for both teams. Got coaches trying some new things here. So Mata with a 3-point attempt, missed it. We almost got the rebound. Now then, Gomez was able to get that rebound, and he was fouled as he attempted to put it back up. And I guess they called that one on the floor. So that'll be a foul on Loving. Eunice retains the ball. With 21 seconds left on the clock, Eunice will throw it in under their own basket for some much-needed action here, much-needed points. 18 seconds left. And that was probably more of a pass than it was a attempt by, let's see, Omar Armendariz come in. And Gomez up for the shot, missed it, was fouled on the shot attempt, so he'll go to the line for two shots. Much needed shots, might I add. And the first one's in. And the second one's on the way, it's in. Makes it a 1-point game with 13 seconds left as Loving brings the ball back in. Eunice with that full court pressure. And Loving gets the ball in, attempts a shot, missed. The ball is tied up just as the buzzer sounds, so that's gonna be the way the third quarter comes to an end with the score Loving Falcons 29, Eunice 28. So not exactly the way we wanted that quarter to go, but we gained 4 points on the quarter. So quick shout out to our sponsors as we get ready to move into the fourth quarter. Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Meat Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware. And again, just a reminder, you know, those sponsors are what makes it possible for us to do this free broadcast. For all you folks listening, we appreciate you listening. A shout out to my mom, Ginger, Bissy there in Eunice watching. My wife's over in Seminole with the grandson. She's watching Denise, you know, so I'd rather she be up here helping me tonight since I'm solo, but, you know, priorities are priorities, guys. And so anyway, let's get ready to kick this fourth quarter off. And, you know, Eunice has got some work to do to finish this thing strong. So Eunice brings it in, passing the ball around. Out to Gomez, down to Gota, back over to, well, was going to go to Castro, but I think he went to the Loving coach. So that'll be another turnover for Eunice. And Loving will take over here as they bring the ball back down. And that looked like the same kind of pass we threw a while ago. He passed it to somebody, but I don't know who. So Eunice takes over. Another turnover for Loving. As we bring the ball down, pass it around, get it out to Mata, who pulls up, drops a three-point from outside on the left. And so that's kind of what we need to do. And Loving with a shot attempt, missed. Eunice with the rebound. And here come the Cardinals. Gota driving in. Almost got the shot. Shot was missed. And wow, I think he was standing outside when he threw the ball in. Or that's what it looked like to me. I guess I'm in a bad spot here, because some of these things aren't looking right to me. Don't say it, Lucinda. I can hear you thinking, buddy. So Loving able to drop one in there, ties the game. 31-31, knotted it up. And Eunice with possession, back down. Coach McBee says, let's stop, let's talk about it. Boys, we got to finish strong, so we're going to sit there and have a little timeout and talk about it for a minute. I'll talk about our sponsors again. Can't talk about them enough. They're the reason we're here. Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and last but not least, Parker Energy Services, our proud sponsors for tonight's matchup. And what a matchup it's been. It's it's one of those nail biters where the Cardinals, they jump ahead just a little bit and then they fall behind just a little bit. So Eunice with possession, getting the ball in over the timeline. At the Garcia, feeds it in to Melanson, who was fouled prior to the shot attempt apparently. So it's called on the floor. And so Eunice will take the ball out under their goal. Melanson, Castro directing traffic, gets it in. Shot attempt up, no good. Loving, here they come. And that looked, wow. That looked an awful lot like a charge. They called us for a blocking foul. That's on, I believe it was Gota. And again, they're not putting the fouls up, so we have no idea who's got how many right now. So that'll send number 11 to the free throw line for the Falcons. With this ball game, a tie ball game. That ball bounced around, in and out and over, and finally fell, but did not fall through the net. That's a plus for the Cardinals. Number 11 with his second attempt here. It's up, it's in, and just like that, the Falcons take another 1-point lead in this game. So Castro throws it in to Gota. Gota back to Castro, and here we come. Cardinals bringing it down across the timeline. Over to Gomez. Out to Mata. Mata goes back to the top, reset. Back over to Castro, into Gomez. Castro attempted three-point, and there it is. That's exactly what we needed. That's just what the doctor ordered. Speaking of doctor, talk about our Eunice Health Clinic, one of our sponsors. That's just what the doc ordered over there, right? So Loving back down with it. Trying to figure out how they're going to work that ball in. 10, back to 11, down to 12. He thought about the 3, back out to 11, back to 10. Got it into 22. And then back to 11, who took the three-point attempt, missed it, rebounded by 22, and then apparently fouled by Gomez, is what the call is on the floor. So the Falcons retain possession. 12 throws it into 11, back out to attempted to 10. Eunice with the steal, and Eunice brings it back down the court. So Gota driving in, nice little short-range jumper. And gives Eunice the 4-point lead. And I guess the Loving coach didn't like that lead, so he's going to call a timeout. They're going to talk about it. Meanwhile, Coach McBee talks to one of the officials. I'm sure he's telling him how good a job he's doing and whatnot. Just going to keep it right here. Been going over those sponsors a lot. Again, you guys get out there and as you're going through town, you see some of these sponsors that we're talking about. Give them your business. Give them a thank you. Just go by and say hi. I guarantee you, they do a lot for the communities. All these sponsors do. They do other things besides sponsor this. They sponsor other things, and they're always there trying to, help the community. So Loving comes in. Apparently made a pretty good plan. During their timeout, drops a three-point. And just like that, it's a 1-point game. As Eunice brings it back down, gets it knocked out of bounds, Eunice will retain possession. And the crowd's back into it with the defense called D up. But, you know, Castro says not so fast. Let me show you what I can do. I can do a three-point also. So with that, Eunice again with a 4-point lead, 39-35. And the coach, Falcons coach says, let's take another timeout and talk about it again. Try to get him another three-point play talked up. So anyway, another shout out to our sponsors. Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services are proud sponsors for tonight's game between the Loving Falcons and your Eunice Cardinals. The ladies with the big win tonight over the Lady Falcons. The men hoping for a similar outcome. It's not going to be big, but if we can pull the win off, I believe a W is a W. You know, the bigger the better in my opinion, but hey, if we get the W, that's a W. So, Loving to bring it back down the court in the hands of number 11. As he brings it down, pass it over to 10. You think about working it inside, back out to 12, back over to 11, the top of the key, back to 10. He's attempts on a three-point miss, and the ball's out of bounds, and the officials are trying to decide whose ball it is, and they're going to, guess what, goes over to Loving. So I don't know if they flipped a quarter or what they did there on that one. But Loving back with the ball, back with it. 2 got it, moving around, pass it out to 11, back over to 2, back to 11. As 11 tries to work it around, work it in, to no avail. Cardinals defense holding up. And as number 10 goes around Melanson, they give Melanson for the foul, for the hip check, I guess you might call it. So Loving brings it back in again. 11 tried to drive it in, didn't make it. The ball's loose. And looks like we have a loose ball foul finally there on number 2 with Loving. That'll turn the ball over to Eunice with a 4-point lead here, bringing the ball down. Back to Melanson. Oh, out to Castro. And then just like that, the ball comes loose. And Loving has it. Loving with the ball. 10 for a 3-point shot. Missed it. And Castro with the ball, bringing it down. Passed it over to Melanson. And before he was able to make the shot, he was fouled there on the side. So that'll be the 3rd team foul for Loving. And the Eunice will retain possession with 3:26 left in this game. So Melanson for the 3-point, and boom, nothing but net. Drops it right in there from the left side. And so Eunice now increasing that lead out, 42-35, and now Eunice starting to kind of look like the Cardinals we were expecting to see when we got here. And boom, just like that, Gomez with a 3. And here come the Falcons. And Eunice with now a 10-point lead with 2:47 left. Loving just drops one in. And Loving is going to take another timeout and say, how did we get down 8 points all of a sudden? Well, because the Cardinals stepped up. That's what I'm talking about. Little quick shout out to our sponsors here. Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Eunice Public Schools, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Health Clinic, Guns Up Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, BTH Services and Rental, Redbird Garage, Parker Energy Services, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware, your sponsors for tonight's matchup between your Cardinals and these Falcons from Loving over here. Been kind of a stressful game for a Cardinal fan tonight. The Cardinals have trailed a good bit of the game, to be honest with you. But this is the right time to come alive, if there is a time. The Cardinals now with an 8-point lead, 2 minutes 45 left on the clock. So out of the timeout, the Falcons, well, I guess the Cardinals have the ball. So Eunice brings the ball in, Loving back in their full court pressure. Hopefully Eunice can handle that this time. And they do. They get the ball down over the timeline. Down to Melanson, back to I'm not going to try to keep up. I'm not Jimmy. But anyway, good ball movement by the Cardinals. They're in no particular hurry to score. And Loving gets in, ties the ball up. And that'll be a turnover on the Cardinals back to the Falcons. You know, just need to calm down, relax, and don't push it too hard because, you know, we got an 8-point lead with 2 minutes left. We don't need to rush it. Loving down, attempts for a 3-point, missed it. Ball was rebounded by the Cardinals, and Cardinals get it down over the timeline. A lot of pressure from these Falcons now. They're thinking that they need to work a little faster. And Eunice just kind of playing let's pass the ball around and let a little clock run. How about that? Castro with it over to Gomez. Gomez dribbles around, passes it out, passes it back to Melanson. You know, just playing the good keep away game. And now Loving says, you know what, we got to start fouling. We got a minute and a half left. So number 10 fouls Gorta. And I guess that'll be the 4th team foul. So it will not be shooting foul. So Eunice brings the ball back in. And just like that, Castro's fouled by number 11. And that'll be the 5th team foul on Loving, so Eunice will be in the bonus at this point. And, you know, these new rules, Eunice will be at the line shooting 2. So from here on in, any foul that Loving commits, Eunice will be shooting 2. So Gorta, or excuse me, not Gorta. Is it Gorta? Castro, first one up and did not go in. We need every point we can get. Castro's up with a second, missed. And Melanson goes for the rebound, was called for the foul. I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, that'll be the 4th team foul on Eunice. Loving bringing it back down, 10, drives it all the way downtown. And the rebound, he missed the shot. Rebound by Gomez. And here comes the Cardinals. And Cardinals in no particular hurry. They can do a little pass around. Shot attempt up for the 3-point shot attempted by Mata. Didn't go in. The Falcons bring it back down. Get one laid in there to bring their score up to 39. And they take another timeout. So with 1:05 left on the clock, 4th quarter, your Cardinals lead the Falcons here by a score of 45-39. So quick shout out to our sponsors again as we go. Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, Parker Energy Services, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. Your sponsors for tonight's harrowing game between Eunice and Loving. Not the game I expected whenever we come out here to get started. But nevertheless, it's what we got. Eunice in the lead by 6. And Loving in the full pressure now. Looking to foul. They was able to get the ball away. Eunice passing the ball around, making some time. We're down under a minute, and Loving fouls Mata, and we'll send Mata to the line to shoot 2. So from here on in, anytime Eunice gets possession, it's going to be a challenge for them to pass the ball around, and it's going to be a challenge for Loving to get the foul in as soon as possible. So that first one by Mata up and in. As he gets ready for his second shot. And that one, nothing but net. And that increases the score to 47 for Eunice. As number 10 with it, brings it down, passes it to 11. Attempted the 2-point shot. Number 22 on the Falcons team with the rebound and putback. And missed the putback, but was fouled on the attempt. So 22 goes to the line for Loving to attempt 2 free throws. And the first one, of course, bounced, did not go in. I hear some fans yelling for the Cardinals to block out, boys. 22 with his second shot up, and it bounces out, and the rebound off the hands of the Cardinals and into the Falcons' hands, but Eunice shortly thereafter takes it away, drives down with an attempt, and ball appeared to be off of the Falcons, but anyway, Eunice will be back on defense. Falcons come down, attempt a quick 3, missed it, and Eunice will be bringing the ball back down with 24 seconds left on the clock. And I think they're satisfied to pass the ball around. I think Loving is satisfied to let them do so. And that's probably the way this one's going to end. So Eunice looked like Gomez thought about taking the 3. I think he was just teasing. And nothing doing. The ball game ends. Your Cardinals with the score of 47, Falcons 39. And that's the way this thing ends. The Cardinals will improve their overall record to 15-5, and they will increase their district record to 2-2. So they're at 50% district-wise, and that's kind of how we're going to finish this thing up here tonight. Guys and ladies and gentlemen, hope it wasn't too hard on you. But I gave it all I got, and that's all I got, and that's what's going to be for tonight. Hopefully, we have the next game, I want to say early next week, maybe Tuesday, we'll have the whole crew back together again, But anyway, if not, we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to No More Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. For the Thumb, Charlie Fairbrush, and my cohorts that didn't make it, have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Good night.